When it comes to fixing and flipping houses, and even wholesalers who need to factor in the cost of rehabbing a house, one of the decisions that has to be considered in the rehab budget is the 4 kitchen appliances: fridge, stove, microwave, and dishwasher. Are appliances a good use of rehab budget or not? Will a buyer pay more for appliances? Will appliances help the house sell faster? How much should you budget for appliances? Now, I'm going to answer all of these questions and more. Get ready to learn, should you include appliances when flipping houses? Coming up. Hi, it's Jerry Norton, the nation's leading expert on flipping houses, and the definitive answer to the question, should you include appliances in your fix and flip, is maybe. Actually, the answer is usually yes, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. But always remember, when it comes to fix and flip, all of the decisions about what to fix and include or exclude depend entirely on your current local market. What do buyers expect at that particular price point? The way to find that out is to research previously and recently sold homes in that particular neighborhood, especially from other flippers. Are they including appliances? And if so, how much are they spending on those appliances? For example, I recently did a fix and flip, and after researching sold comps from other flippers, I noticed that some of the flippers were including new stainless steel dishwashers, stoves, and microwaves, but not refrigerators. So in that particular market, flippers were getting away with not including the most expensive appliance, the fridge, which means buyers probably won't give you any more for the house with a fridge or penalize you on price for not having it, which is exactly what I found to be the case. However, generally speaking, I mostly include appliances when fixing and flipping houses for 2 primary reasons. Let's go over them in detail, but first, if we've never met, I'm Jerry Norton, and this channel is dedicated to helping you make more money right now in real estate, not later in 10 or 20 years or even 3 to 5 years, but right now so that you can achieve true financial freedom and live your dream life. Consider subscribing to my channel and click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. The first reason why it's usually a good idea to include the appliances is because it really makes the kitchen show well. Remember, usually the kitchen is the #1 selling feature of a house. Now, if I'm gonna cut corners on a rehab and not fix something, it's usually not the kitchen, because the kitchen is where you get the biggest bang for your buck. If you install new cabinets, counters, and floors in the kitchen, and then you don't include appliances, you have big vacancies where the fridge, stove, microwave, and dishwasher would go. This looks incomplete and it doesn't show well. Whereas when you include new matching stainless steel appliances, the kitchen really pops and it's really amazing looking. Now, I found that even if a buyer won't pay me extra for including the appliances, it still helps my house sell faster, which is a huge win and worth the extra cost. Now, pro tip here, for entry-level first-time buyer homes, it only costs you about $1,200 to $1,500 to get a package of stainless steel stove, dishwasher, and microwave, and then another $1,200 to $1,500 for a matching stainless steel fridge from Home Depot. Now, that means usually for $2,500, you can get a complete appliance package. And that is so worth it for your entry-level homes, because reason number 2 is it helps FHA buyers afford your home. Now, let me explain. FHA is a first-time buyer government home loan program that most first-time buyers use for financing. This program allows for the seller to contribute up to 3% of the buyer's closing costs, and generally speaking, first-time buyers struggle to have enough cash for the down payment and closing costs. If they love your newly renovated home, but it doesn't have appliances, and that prospective new FHA buyer barely has enough to qualify to buy the home, but doesn't have the extra cash to pay for appliances, they will pass on your house. Whereas if the appliances are included, then that cost is rolled into the loan and it doesn't come out of pocket for them. By including the appliances, FHA buyers are much more excited about buying your home. Years ago, I had a very interested FHA buyer who decided not to make an offer on my home. I called up the buyer's agent and I asked why the buyer decided not to make an offer. The agent said, "My buyer qualifies to buy the home and loves it, but your home does not have the appliances, and after the down payment and closing costs, they won't have any cash left over to buy new appliances." I told that agent, "You write me a full price offer and I'll include the appliances." That was a valuable lesson for me to learn. When it comes to the appliances, you have to match the appliances with the market. Now, as I mentioned earlier, entry-level buyers don't care as long as they're stainless steel and new. But as you go up in price, buyers become much more sophisticated, and therefore you need to as well. Your job as a flipper is to learn what grade of appliances are appropriate for your market and your price point. This was an expensive lesson for me to learn. I once had a $400,000 home that was not selling. Now, I had installed the same $2,500 appliance package that I normally use for my entry-level homes, thinking that was sufficient. After several showings, my feedback from agents was that prospective buyers did not like my appliances. So I decided to pull those appliances out and put them in a different entry-level home I was rehabbing at the time, and instead budgeted $10,000 in a higher grade appliance package, and the home immediately sold. Now, I didn't budget $10,000 for appliances, so that was an expensive lesson to learn. On my multi-million-dollar new construction homes, we may have a $50,000 to $100,000 budget for appliances. We install name brands like Wolf Stove and Sub-Zero refrigerators because the buyers are savvy. And look, if you're looking to build a 6 and even 7-figure business flipping houses in the next 12 months, I can help you get there. I only take on a handful of coaching clients that I personally work with, and right now there may or may not be a spot available, but if you're serious about doing this business the right way and build a true lifestyle business flipping houses, then click the link in the description and apply to my mentoring program. Someone from my office will contact you to see if there's an opening and see if it's a good fit for you. And hey, if you learned something on this video, show some love, hit that like button and leave a comment. Let me know if you normally include appliances with your fix and flips, or if you're new, let me know if you plan on including them. I'd love to hear from you, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm dedicated to helping you make more money in less time flipping houses so you can live your dream life. And remember, it's not about the money, it's about having the time and freedom to have, be, do, and give everything you want in life. That's what it's all about, and I'll see you on the next video.